All right, Josh Hawkins. Appreciate you coming on.
Yes,
Former professional NFL player here, also actor, artist. So we're just going to jump right in.
Yes, sir.
You do everything, huh?
Man, I'm a jack of all trades.
I love that.
Jack of all trades.
I've never been in a music video before.
Yes, sir.
That was my first one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is going to be the highlight of my life.
Hey,
here.
y'all did your thing. Y'all did your thing.
Now we gotta get Lil Durk to feature or some shit,
we
some
need
shit
some
like
big
that.
feature, right?
Yeah. So you got a lot of music out right now, no?
Yeah, I got a couple songs out. I got a good little portion. Then I got some songs that nobody even heard that's top tier, honestly.
Was the one that we just filmed for, is that unreleased? I'm assuming so, since we just shot the music video.
That's unreleased.
That one's tough. You got some bars in that.
Man, I appreciate you. I like my music to be personal.
Yeah.
Personal. So
Have you always been rapping, even like when you weren't like putting out music videos and stuff? Like when you're playing football and.
I think I started music probably when I was like around 14, just joking around with the guys, and then after that and that's in the midst of playing football also. So I think I was just getting better and better with time, and while I was playing in the NFL, I kept doing music. I felt like music was definitely like a escape for me, a place where I can just vent, and now it's just become a passion.
That's cool.
And you just released, 8 a.m. in Charlotte?
Oh, man, that was crazy.
That was a dope video, too.
Man, I appreciate you. My dog, Jack, behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. He did that one, too?
Yeah,
I see you, Jack.
Yeah, shout out, Jack.
We actually did that in the Mint Museum.
That's what we noticed.
We got kicked out, but
Oh, you did?
got
I was
kicked
going to
out?
ask about that. Did they allow you to do that?
they don't allow you to film or do flash, but
You said fuck it.
yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That shit
Jack-
right down the street, right here
Yeah,
too.
we did it, and then by the time they kicked us out, we was done. So we was like, all right, cool.
That's all you need.
Y'all just got everything in. You said, all right, we're going to do this real quick. Was it one take?
About 2 takes.
2 takes?
3 takes, yeah.
It's pretty hard, though.
That's
Black
about-
and white,
Oh,
that's tough.
Jack killed it.
Yeah.
Jack killed it. He came up with the idea. It was very vintage. I like the way he did it.
Yeah.
So how you and Jack met?
We met through mutual friends. Shout out to my boy Griffin. He's a photographer, big time. Take photos of all athletes, artists, anything. He really do it. And he introduced me to Jack, and Jack was shooting videos for football players, athletes, and those guys, they do a great job, man.
Okay. Speaking of being an athlete.
Yeah, let's kind of like start over. Start from the beginning
let's
here, right?
Start from the beginning. You're here. You're from here in North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Introduce yourself a
Yeah,
little
where
bit.
you from?
Man, first and foremost, I'm Josh Hawkins, a.k.a. J Hawk, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But I'm currently based in Charlotte right now. I've been enjoying it, and everything's just been a blessing, man.
You leaving out some big details
Some
about
big
yourself. He's
details.
too humble, man.
Say, this podcast is about you. You let loose.
Man, so I've played in the NFL for about 5 years. Went undrafted with the Green Bay Packers. And then I actually got based in Charlotte when I came and played with the Charlotte Panthers. And then after that, I went to Philly, KC, played a little bit in the XFL. Then I ended up with Atlanta after the XFL, then Detroit. Then I ended up going back to the XFL. And then some things happened. I tore my ACL, which definitely just made me it was kind of, I don't know if God trying to speak to me be patient, something bigger coming, or hey, let's tap in more into, music, and some blessings gonna come from that. Also, I act. I done been on Hulu, Amazon Prime, selected theaters, Tubi, along with some big actors like Jasmine Guy, Anthony Johnson. He passed away. The guy from Friday, real cool dude. So yeah, man, I'm doing everything at the top of the top level.
It's quite the resume.
Yeah,
For sure.
D1
For sure.
football too. I mean,
Yeah,
D1 football.
online.
Let's start from the beginning here. You played at ECU.
Yeah, I actually walked on to East Carolina.
Did you really?
Really?
I walked on to East Carolina, earned a scholarship my second year. Was a semi-finalist for the Jim Thorpe's Awards, and that's for the best, cornerbacks in the
defensive
whole
back, man.
college football. So I actually, I've accomplished a lot, and then from there, like I said, went undrafted. So I've really been taking the back door for a minute, man. I done been taking the back door on my journey to success.
Yeah, you've been grinding.
So
For sure.
So real quick, how do you know Cam Campbell? Because that's how we originally connected.
Cam Campbell, we went to high school together.
Really?
At Glenn High School, yeah. We went to high school. He
In
was the
Winston-Salem?
Yes, sir.
No kidding.
And he was my quarterback. I was the running back. And now he got his own dentist. Right?
He's got his own dentist practice here
Yes,
now.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. He actually ended up playing wide receiver at North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that's crazy because we was playing in high school and he was a quarterback, I was a running back, and we went over there to North Carolina and we ended up linking back when we had played them. So yeah, that's so cool.
So when you were coming out of high school, then walking on to ECU, did you have like any offers anywhere else?
Man, I had offers everywhere. North Carolina, East Carolina, Virginia Tech, NC State. Man, it's endless. Appalachian, of course. Just a bunch of schools, big schools. Tennessee, I went on a visit. But when it came down to like me making my decision, I was actually a knucklehead in high school. And I was trying to get my grades together. So, East Carolina, they had came to my school like 3 times, like, yo, we want you, but we want you to play corner. And by the time, I had got my grades to where they needed to be and my ACT score was where it needed to be, I had actually, they had actually supposedly ran out of like scholarships. So I just walked on to the school and they was like, I feel like you gonna earn it pretty fast. And I was like, of course.
No sweat.
Of course.
So 4 years there?
Yep, 4 years there. Got my degree, sports studies, minor in business. Do I use it? No. It's just, it's just sit in my mama's house.
It's
Yeah.
the knowledge.
Collect dust, yeah.
It's the knowledge.
That's another accomplishment to add to the book. The boy graduated from college, so
Yeah.
and doing all these other things. So
That ECU was in the AAC at the time
Yep.
while you were there?
yep.
Okay. What years were you,
not ACE
or
AAC.
American? You in the
Was
American?
it the USA something? It was like
Oh,
USA.
Conference USA.
Yeah, Conference USA
okay.
at the time. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it was.
Oh, so y'all playing UNC Charlotte.
We didn't play UNC Charlotte.
They
We
were,
was
I don't think they were there. At
We
that
was
time.
playing Appalachian, but we was also
Furman.
playing as big schools like Florida, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, NC State. Of course, we was playing all those, but we was giving boys a run for their money, and they would only beat us. I think Florida only beat us by a touchdown, and we
Oh,
played
really?
them twice. Yeah, South Carolina only beat us by a touchdown.
Yeah, y'all probably one of those teams just
We
like
was-
App State. You don't
we
want
had
to play
dogs
them
on the
as a
team.
you don't want to play like ECU or App State
Right.
as like one of those tune-up games.
Right.
You don't want to do it.
Nah, we was trouble. We had some dogs on the team.
Do you ever play Temple?
We played Temple. Yeah.
Okay. That's where I went to school.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I had to ask.
Out there in Philly,
Yeah.
it's rough out there in Philly.
It is, dude. It is.
It's rough out
Yeah,
there.
You
Yeah.
told us some
Trenches.
stories of when you lived there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
North Philly's tough,
Yeah,
man.
it is. You see some crazy stuff out there.
Dude, I've seen the most wildest things my time living there.
I believe it.
The most wild things.
I believe it.
So,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
that school's like sitting like in the middle of
The jungle.
an interesting area.
yeah, it's a tough
for
area.
sure.
But Meek Mill like grew up like pretty much like on campus. There's
Right,
like
right.
Burke Streets there,
Right.
and my apartment, my junior and senior year was like very close to where he grew up.
Mm-hmm.
So like he'd always drive through sometimes. Lil Uzi too.
Really?
Yeah, he'd get his like his braids done at this place that was like right on campus.
Really?
And he'd pull up and say what's up to
For
all the
real?
students. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
probably
big time.
before he. Yeah, it was definitely before he bought that planet, right?
yeah. I
Bought
don't,
a planet. Yeah, it was crazy. He went down a crazy path.
I don't know, but he was driving his Bugatti, dude.
Really?
Like, through the streets of Philly. Yeah,
Damn.
nuts.
Yeah, he a big car guy.
Yeah.
So you were undrafted. Tell us about the process.
The undrafted process?
Yeah, or just I guess right after finishing up at ECU.
Did you think you might get drafted out of ECU?
I did have a couple teams that was on me pretty heavy. Definitely after I did my pro day, it was some big numbers I had put up when I was did my pro day. So I had the 49ers, they was on me heavy, and they was supposedly going to draft me 4th round. And I was on the phone with them the whole entire draft process, sitting there with my family, friends, and then like this hotel room, and like they calling me, and we gonna come get you the 3rd round. They picked another corner, and then they was like, we're gonna come get you the 4th round. They picked another corner, and then like the last round came, and it was like, all right, we coming to get you right now. And they picked another corner, and I was like, what?
Damn.
And then they called me.
Do you remember the corners they picked?
Nah, I don't. I don't even remember who they
Yeah,
picked
wipe
over.
that out.
So then they ended up calling me, and it was like, hey, we still want to like, you know, bring you in as an undrafted player. I'm like, it wouldn't make no sense for me to come in. Y'all just pick 3 corners drafted over me, you know what I'm saying? So why would I come over there? And it's gonna be tougher as an NFL player. It's tough to make a roster when you got so many drafted players because they invested, they got money in that player. So it's hard for an undrafted player to make that certain position if they got so many drafted players because they gotta, you know, you just
They got a monetary investment in there, and they're
all that investment, man.
probably willing to do more to keep them on the team.
Right. It's a lot of politics with everything in this world. So all that stuff come with it.
Yeah.
So you get the call from.
I get the call from. Actually, the first call I got was from the Miami Dolphins, and oh no, you know what? Actually, the first call was from Green Bay. The Green Bay had called me, and my trainer at the time, he had told me one of the coaches he had actually played with the Atlanta Falcons was there, and they thought that it would be a great fit for me because Green Bay is like a place where undrafted kids usually, you know, they make the team there and just elevate to starting and becoming a big time player or just a household name. So I went to Green Bay and I played there for about 2.5 years. Yeah.
How many teams did call you as an undrafted free agent?
After I committed to Green Bay, I had probably like 10 teams call and was like, have you gotten picked up yet? And I just was telling them like, yeah, I signed with Green Bay. Right after I signed with Green Bay, I actually wanted to go to the Dolphins. After I signed with Green Bay, the Dolphins called me.
You're like, shoot.
And I was
Should have
like,
waited. It's so much warmer in Miami.
Right. And
Like Miami's
just
because
because I'm a flashy guy, so it was kind of like Miami, Green Bay.
Are you?
You crazy? But it was, man, Green Bay actually ended up being a good move for me just because
You made the roster there, right?
I made the roster, but it's also a place, man, it's no distractions, just, you know, strictly football.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got a bunch more stuff there now, but I was locked in.
Tell us.
So like not like a lot of like nightlife
Right,
stuff there.
Right.
Yes.
Not a lot of distractions.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
I
you
probably
You was in Miami, you'd been turning up, bro.
man, them boys probably would have had us lit. So,
Yeah. Tell us about how you made the team.
just hard work, dedication, really. Just my main thing was just to be consistent, and I was consistently out there making plays, consistently making PBUs, interceptions. I think that's the biggest thing to be, honestly, to being successful is being consistent with it. And I ended up making the team, the 53-man roster.
Yeah, you had a pretty good preseason, huh?
I had a great preseason. I think I had like three picks, and they was like, man, we gotta put them on there. They was comparing me like to Sam Shields, and Sam Shields was, of course, on the team, and I was looking up to him. Anything that he did, I just was mimicking. So it was definitely, man, it's definitely, that's, you bringing back memories. It was definitely a good journey.
So what was your experience like playing for Green Bay, and obviously Aaron Rodgers being in that locker room? See so much about him.
I think other than Philly, I felt like Philly was a good time for me when I was there playing. But Green Bay, it was just, I felt like it was nothing like it just because, of course, I'm with the legendary Aaron Rodgers, but I'm also with Clay Matthews, and I'm also with Mike Daniels, Julius Peppers, Devontae Adams.
Damn, bro, you got some motherfuckers on that team.
Yeah.
Julius Peppers, you were just at his
I ain't know.
Hall of, you were
that's
just
my
at his
guy,
Hall of
man.
Honor.
That's my guy.
Man, that
I
was
had
my
no
Madden
support.
team.
And then you got, then you got Randall Cobb on there. I was with Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, I was about to say Jordy Nelson was
Jordy
there then.
Nelson was
Yeah.
still there. So I ended up meeting Brett Favre. It was a cool experience. So, man, I think that one just one for the books.
So you and Julius Peppers stayed pretty tight then.
Yeah, we stayed close. You
Yeah.
know? And so I had to go support them. And, you know, the Carolina Panthers, they had, like, the legends, you know, come back who played. So met a bunch of guys, my man Mike Tolbert, Jonathan Stewart, my dog Lou Young, he was out there.
Man, that dude is
trip,
funny, man.
Yeah.
You seen that video he posted?
Man,
Rick dude.
Yeah.
DJ
DJ Envy, bro, he's crazy, bro.
Rick dude.
Yeah.
He's crazy. So it's like, you know, NFL guys, they are involving, they just showing, you know, we more than just football, because we are, you know, you can't box us in. So.
That ceremony was really nice too. I was there at the game. That ceremony was nice during halftime and everything. Roger Goodell was there.
Right. That surprised us. That surprised me.
That was crazy. David
Guy's
Tepper
a
got more
bum.
booze. David Tepper got more booze than Roger Goodell.
Man, that was my first
Crazy.
time seeing Roger in person.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first time. So
The guy's a bot.
Yeah, he's got to be careful what he says there.
Yeah, true.
Hey, so you know
I'm
Mike,
out the lead now.
you know Mike Tolbert.
Yeah.
Okay.
We be linking with my guy Cody. We go over there, have fellas night, drink, you know, smoke cigars and stuff like that. So
That's my uncle's best friend.
For real? He
Yeah,
good
they went to
people,
Coastal
man.
together. I'm trying to get him on the podcast, man.
man, he good people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can make it happen.
Oh yeah. He owns Rock Box South Park now.
Yeah. He told me. Yep.
I gotta ask. This is probably gonna be such a dumb question, but I've always been curious. When you're traveling,
Right.
and they put you up in hotels, does the team pay for your room service, or do you got to pay for it?
That was a dumb question. He crazy. You know the team.
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, the team definitely pay for it.
Yeah.
Nah, Gilbert Arenas used to say back in the day he had to pay for his own stuff because he was broke at the time, so he was putting on somebody else's tab, paying for using his teammate.
Well, it's not like that now.
Green Bay was just treating you right.
Nah, the league on. I mean, if you're on a team, of course they gonna pay for travel and all this stuff.
Well,
The
yeah, they pay for
hotel.
travel. I don't know they pay for room service though.
Oh, room service?
Yeah, I'm not saying you gotta buy a ticket on a plane.
Oh, nah.
No, I'm talking about room service.
Room
you at the
service, if-
hotel, you ordering
yeah.
food.
Yeah, if you order like something from room service, yeah, you gotta pay for it. But
okay,
what
okay,
they got,
yeah,
what they got, food and chips.
y'all
and-
are
they
surprised
got,
staying in the
yeah,
nicest
they got all that
hotels.
stuff. They got all that stuff. So,
Oh,
So he was right then.
So
wasn't
yeah,
he?
Gilbert
Yeah,
wasn't wrong.
yeah.
Gilbert wasn't wrong.
So
never known. I've never been on that side before.
yeah,
You
so,
know?
So with Green Bay, you were at Green Bay for 2.5 years, right? Or give or take, right?
Right.
What happened after?
Went to Carolina. Played with Carolina for about 8 months, and they needed like a running back, and so they released me. Then I went to Philly. I played with Philly. I had to learn the playbook so fast, and I ended up playing with Philly in the playoffs. So that was a dope experience.
What year was that?
That was 2018.
Okay, so the year after they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Okay.
But they was going back. They was going back, and I was like, "Oh man, it's gonna be epic."
Might get you a ring.
Yeah, and I was there when we was in Chicago, and that kicker had missed the field goal and sent us. So
Was that the double doink?
yeah.
Dude,
we
what
was
was that like
whoa.
on the field?
Man, we were so hyped. And then we went and played the Saints.
Wait, so you were on the field when that happened? When the double doink happened?
I wasn't on the field, but
Oh, but you were
But
playing
you
that
was
game.
there. Yeah.
Bro.
Patted up.
Yeah,
You
I'm
were
padded
there.
up. Yeah, I was majority of the time I was probably playing special teams, and if somebody got hurt on defense, I would come in.
Dude, you were there for a historic moment.
Definitely.
In NFL history.
The only thing I didn't get was a ring
Yeah.
from the NFL.
You got an XFL ring though.
I definitely got that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's
we
coming,
were
it's
gonna get
coming.
there.
It's coming. So
Okay. When originally when you came back to Carolina, were you happy to be back in North Carolina?
yeah, man. Being home is, it's amazing. So
Are you talking about the first time?
because you
Yeah.
ain't really gotta, when you on the road, you paying for another apartment and stuff like that. And then when I'm away, I'm paying for 2 apartments basically because I got one here and then one back here at home. So I was just paying for one family here, all the family coming to the game. So it was a good time. I hate that they had released me, but that's how that job works.
So
Right.
so after Philly, where?
After Philly, I went to After Philly, I went to the XFL.
Yeah.
After Philly, I went to the XFL, and that was during like the COVID time. COVID had hit, and then boom, the XFL shut down. Everything was shutting down, and I actually, played very well in the XFL for those 5 games. Atlanta picked me up. I was on practice squad with them, and then I had got picked back up from Carolina, and then I had got picked up from Detroit. It'd be a crazy business, man.
You know I'm going to ask you what happened here in Carolina.
Oh God.
I'm going to ask you. You told me this story once.
Man, it was just an incident where I was on the bad end of the stick. So.
Bro, tell the story,
man.
Yeah,
I was about to say, if you don't want to tell it, I get it.
Y'all want the details.
I know the details, but
I don't know the details, and the world don't know the details. So let's get the details.
Man, so
do you want to tell the world? You don't have to.
I'm gonna just leave it be. I'm gonna just leave it be.
I get it afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We won't make you say it to the whole world.
All right, cool.
But
so then after. Oh, sorry. I mean.
No, you go ahead. What's up?
Let's say so. Then after Carolina, and then what was it? Detroit after that.
Yeah, Detroit. But I was there for like 2 weeks. It was like the end of the season because that whole incident happened, man. It was just like it felt like I don't know. It felt like
really
the world
bad
was against me. It was bad timing, man. And it was just like, dang.
You look back on it like it really wasn't that.
It really wasn't that. And you think about it like, would they have done that to Christian McCaffrey? That's what I mean by when it comes to undrafted players and drafted players. If I was drafted, would you have done me like that? Because did I really even do anything bad? All right, I'm going to tell you what happened.
I'm saying, y'all two,
it's not that bad.
Y'all two having the whole conversation.
Right,
Me and Tyler looking lost.
My bad, guys. That was my fault.
All right, so it's COVID time, right? Mm-hmm. I had literally just got picked up from the Carolina Panthers. Picked up with the Carolina Panthers. And so me and, it's a week. I've been in there for like a week and a half. And, they telling me I got scouts telling me like, yo, we going to release this person for you. And we're going to bump you up because you're going to have to play next week. Because of, some guys is down. And I was like, all right, cool.
From like practice squad to active roster?
Yeah. I was on practice squad. I had to learn the whole entire playbook like within a week. And, some guys going down. So boom, I'm getting ready to, start probably like next week.
You hype.
So I'm hyped. I'm excited. It's because it's tough to, it's tough to get back into the NFL. So once I'm hype about that for sure. So me and my girlfriend, we go out and we go to Nico's down the street.
Oh, okay.
We go to Nico's and we just, just celebrating my win. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoying enjoying the town. Mm-hmm. So me and her, we out at Nico's. It's COVID. Remember that. So you get at the time with COVID, you walking in with your mask on. But once you sit down at your table, you can take your mask off. So we walk in with our mask on. We sit down at our table. We take it off. And Nico, it get lit on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, that owner.
Yeah, so
they be dancing on tables and all.
They got the DJ, and so people up and dancing and having a good time, and so my girlfriend, she videotapes me, dancing. I'm doing the Soulja Boy. Mm-hmm. Out of all dances, I'm doing the Soulja Boy, looking
crank
crazy.
That.
You know what I'm saying? He said, crank that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm cranking that, So I'm dancing. She videotapes me. She puts it on her story. My girlfriend ain't got that many followers. Mm-hmm. Somebody on Twitter goes and takes the video and puts it on Twitter. He probably got like 18 followers on Twitter. And he says Josh Hawkins, cornerback, out dancing in club with white girls without his mask on during COVID. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy right here. And I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, all right, he only got 18 followers. It ain't going to blow up. Boom. Sunday, the Panthers play. They play the Saints. They lose. Monday, Monday we got to go in, do reviews and stuff like that. I get like 20 missed calls when I wake up. 20 missed calls from the GM, from coaches. My Instagram going crazy, like notifications off the chain, Twitter notifications off the chain. That guy, whoever posted it, with 18 followers, it had like 100,000 retweets and
damn,
views was crazy. People like, yo, he got to be the stupidest. You know what I'm saying? Like the write up was Josh Hawkins, cornerback, dancing in a club with white girls. It was like a long party table of 20, like, you know, people right there, and they was up dancing. You know, the lady she in there got the train going on.
Yeah.
So the video got me looking crazy. And I'm
TMZ
like,
gets a hold of it.
I'm like, man,
I ain't
it's
gonna
on
like that.
my people in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They calling me like, Josh, you see you on Yahoo News, and I got coaches calling me like, yo, what was you thinking? Boom, boom, boom. You know, we just had like this big breakout with COVID. I'm like, yo, I didn't know none of that. Like, and plus, like, what am I doing bad? Y'all ain't getting me for like, I ain't slapped no woman. I ain't doing like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for
And then by the way,
COVID.
the next day, you have to go in and get your COVID test. I got my COVID test. It came back in 10 minutes. It's negative. So I'm like, what's the issue?
Yeah.
I saw the video.
It's
The
a
video
bad
was
look on the
nothing.
organization. That was the issue. It was the bad look on the organization. But then again, would you have done me like that
No.
if I was Christian McCaffrey? No,
Absolutely
you wouldn't
not.
have. You wouldn't have released me.
And the
No.
video wasn't
But it
crazy.
is what it
I
is.
saw
They
the video. It wasn't crazy.
released you for that?
They released me for it. Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
I actually got escorted off the property for that. Because
What?
when I pulled up, I had to when I had pulled up, I had to give them my iPad and everything.
What?
I had to give them my iPad, and I was trying to talk to them and say, like, yo, my test is negative. Y'all go check. Like, you know, I earned this. I deserve to be here. And they like, no, we can't have that. We can't have that. And so I'm going back and forth with them, arguing with them, like, yo, y'all, why y'all doing me like this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
PR said we can earn some brownie points with the NFL if we show them that we're not willing to tolerate that.
Look how
during COVID.
cautious we are. We
Yeah.
take our COVID protocol very seriously.
You just had to be the
and
scapegoat
then
for
they
it.
go, oh, well, he's not, you know, someone that we drafted, so we can scapegoat him.
We can, you know, we can get another him. That's what it is.
Yeah, when you first
He's
told me that
replaceable.
story, it was like jaw dropping. Like,
Yeah, it's all good.
Dang.
So
hey,
that
everything happens for a reason, right?
so that the game before that was Monday. On Sunday, y'all played the Saints, right? Did you play that game?
No,
He's on practice squad at that
I was
point.
Oh, you were
practice
supposed to
squad.
play that following Sunday, right?
I was, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So they was gonna bump me up. And
Yeah.
I was gonna play that Sunday.
Okay.
Dang, dude.
So
What was the first stint in the XFL like? Because there was like the XFL was gone for like 20 years, and then there's so much hype behind it when it came back, and it looked like it was fun to watch, but also looked really fun to play in too.
Yeah, when Vince McMahon owned it.
Yeah.
yeah. I think the XFL is a good league for guys who are trying to, you know, get film, get back in the NFL. It's a great organization, and right now, I mean, Vince McMahon, he did his thing with it, and Danny Garcia and The Rock, they are doing amazing.
Now,
with it
yeah,
right
now the second go round of it
Right,
now after
right.
COVID, yeah, because
Right.
you were in it for a second time.
Well,
Right.
the first time too, Vince McMahon didn't own it.
Yeah,
The Rock owned it.
No.
I'm talking about the first stint right before COVID, before it got shut down.
Yeah, that was Vince McMahon, right?
Vince
Yeah.
did own it. Yeah, Vince
It
owned
was?
that.
Yeah, because Vince ended
Oh,
up.
and then
yeah,
and then it was
The Rock
bought.
bought it after.
Oh, and that's how he brought it back.
Right.
Okay, but they still kept like the same rules, same teams, though, right?
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
for the most
and then
part.
I think they added a couple teams.
But didn't the
Okay.
Renegades, who you played for, they changed?
They just changed I think-
Cities, right?
Yeah. cities.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So,
Okay, my bad.
Do you think do you like the first stint or the second stint better?
I like both.
Both?
Both of them. I mean, I balled out in both.
Yeah.
Before I tore my ACL, so yeah.
Let's
How'd
say
that
you were-
happen?
Man, it's like 50 seconds on the clock. I'm jumping up to grab an interception, and boom, I stepped the wrong way. My knee just gave out.
Ugh.
I've never had a serious injury like that, and like since I've been playing football, so it was devastating.
I remember how
don't ever
excited you
wanna go
were
through
for that season.
Bro.
I was talking to you throughout
'Cause
for the first few games.
Man, because they knew I was balling. Like my coaches knew I was balling. My friends, my players that was on the team, they was like, man, if one person going back, it's gonna be hard.
What was there was an accolade or something like half season, all XFL, something like that. Was that during the first stint or the second stint?
What you talking
I saw it somewhere.
What?
It was some sort of accolade that you were in line for.
And that was like going into week 3. I was like the #1 cornerback in the league. I went for like a 95.5 PFF rating.
Was that your second stint or first?
That was my second one.
Second one.
But the first one was the same too. Yeah, the first
your-
one.
That
Was
got shut down by that got cut off by COVID. And then,
right.
Was your cornerback? I mean, your teammates just call you Hawk.
Yeah, they just called me Hulk.
That's
Like,
kind of tough because you're a corner
Right,
and your
right,
last name Hawk. It's
Right.
kind of tough.
Ball hawk.
That's kind
yeah,
of tough.
Yes, sir.
Man. So then after the XFL, well, your team ended up winning the championship that year, right?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they ended up winning. So I was hyped for them because I was like, we was looking shaky in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie to you, but they made some changes and they ended up winning it.
Like? Do you get like a ring or something when you win, or what do you?
Yeah,
get
we're
there?
supposed to have a ring ceremony. I couldn't even give you the day or date, but it should
It's
be
coming up.
It should
It's
be
similar
coming
to like winning the Super Bowl.
up. Yes, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
They better put some diamonds in that thing.
Yeah, match that chain, right?
I'm telling you.
So after the XFL, is that when you got into acting, or when did you get into acting? How'd that even come about?
I got into acting after that whole Panther incident. So it's
Okay.
kind of like, when I think about regrets, it's kind of like, do I regret that situation that happened? Because after that situation happened, I went from, a big stage to an even bigger stage, or I don't know how you want to balance those both out, but
Yeah, one door closes, another one opens.
exactly. So I went ahead and got put on the acting, and I was on Hulu, and then some more opportunities came.
What projects were you on?
I was on a project. I feel like my biggest project was called This Fool. It's on Hulu. And then I was on, it's called The Ladies Maker. That was with Jasmine Guy and a couple other big artists. And then I actually went and filmed, I don't know if y'all ever seen The Idol on HBO with The Weeknd and Lily.
Oh
Lily
yeah,
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 okay.
yeah.
I was literally on that show, and then they recasted the show. They recasted the whole entire show and put different actors on it. And
No way.
yeah, and they made the show about, I don't know, it's crazy.
Did they switch it up?
They switched everything up because
Okay.
it wasn't like it was now when you see it, or if it's still aired. I heard
Yeah.
that they canceled
But
it
yeah, they canceled it like
Because-
halfway through the season.
because it's like soft porn almost.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
But yeah, there's some suspect stuff going
Yeah.
on
Is
with
that what
it.
caused you to get in on it, or what?
Nah, I'm telling you, it wasn't like that when we was filming it. I'm like, dang, this look crazy right here, but
I got two questions for you since you in the acting part. Number one, what's one actor you want to do some film work with?
definitely, I want to do some work with Denzel for sure.
Denzel. Okay.
Legend.
Just because a young actor, man, definitely Michael B. Jordan too. Just,
Oh yeah.
so-
Creed movies,
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, he's got a.
and it's a list of actors, man. It's just amazing. You can tell now that I've been acting. I notice when I be watching movies and shows, I'm like, that's good acting, that's great acting, that wasn't so good. But some people you can tell they really not acting, that's really their personality. And that's what I try to, turn on, that level of just like not acting, but this who I am, I'm not acting. I feel like Denzel, he really not acting. That's really who he is in person.
Yeah, the authenticity shows.
Right. And guys, it's not coming to me right now. That guy who plays Deadpool,
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I don't feel like he's acting either. I think that's exactly who he is because in every movie or show he's in, it's the same character.
Yeah, his
almost.
attitude and emotion
His attitude,
is like always the
emotion,
same.
The comedy, I'm like, yo, he's not acting. This is who he is.
Like
Yeah.
those guys know what they're good at, and
Right.
they know what they enjoy
Right.
doing too. And so it's like I'm only gonna take roles to where I can really be able to exhibit that.
Yeah, it sounds like you look for roles that just kind of embody your own character,
Right,
so that way you can just be yourself.
right.
What was at what point like did you get like vaulted in to like acting and stuff like that, or what did you do?
Man, my friend actually put me onto it. My friend named Mike Grant, he promotes out here. He actually introduced me to this guy named Da Vinci. Da Vinci, he's an actor, and he plays on the show called BMF. He plays on BMF now, and Da Vinci linked me with his agent at the time, who actually passed. So we went to LA and we shot some reels, some acting reels. We put together the portfolio and we did headshots and all that. And then boom, they started like shipping me out to start doing auditions.
So, Josh, when I'm watching a show
Yeah.
and it be a sex scene, how do that be coming in that? When you're in the backstage, how does that?
I don't know.
How does that work?
I haven't been a part of like a sex scene experience.
I just had to ask. That stuff be looking real. I know it's not real, but it be, man, that shit be looking so real. I'm like, it's no way.
I don't know how those are now.
I'm like, man,
Bro, what the fuck are you watching?
you don't watch Power?
Yeah.
You watch Power, right?
Yeah. Hey, Ghost is definitely
Ghost was going crazy. Tommy too. Tommy was just going crazy yesterday.
man.
Yeah, I was watching it yesterday, so that's why I asked.
I haven't seen Power. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Power, that's
Oh,
a
y'all
great
gotta
show.
watch it.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta
probably. I like the way he definitely portrayed Ghost. I like the way they did Ghost with like the suits, like lined up in his closet and the watches and the ties. Man, I love that. I love the way they his persona.
Makes you want to be like him, innit?
Man, what?
Yeah, I wanted to be.
Is that an
Ghost so
HBO
bad.
show?
Stars.
Stars?
yeah.
Okay, it
It's
sounds like
50,
it'd be
50
one of
Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
some stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
So
It
it's
is
like,
good. It is
yeah.
good. It is
if
good.
you like drugs, money, that's you.
You ever watch Entourage?
Entourage.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I don't watch it.
No, none of you have watched
You
Entourage,
get so
man.
upset about that every time.
Bro,
It's
you
about
gotta,
drugs and money?
you would like Entourage.
Yeah.
You would like. It's on HBO.
Yeah.
It's about a
Flashy
young
guys.
actor named Vinny Chase, and it's his entourage. It's his boys from home.
Right.
His older brother, his name is Drama, and he's an actor too. And he brought him out to Hollywood. But now Vinny's like taking off, and he's getting all these roles and stuff, and it's just like the ups and downs through Hollywood.
Where they're from, like Boston,
I gotta
right?
go watch it then.
They're from New York, but Mark Wahlberg like made the show, and he based it off him and his boys.
I gotta go watch it now.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What's your favorite movie?
300.
Really? I thought it was gonna be something with Denzel in it.
Nah, I like 300. I don't know. I've been a fan of 300.
That's a good movie.
It is. It is.
300 for sure. And dang, it's a movie that I think Future directed.
Really?
Really?
Future directed a movie, and I can't even.
Was it recently?
We're gonna look this up.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I'll
got
get
it?
the name
Alright,
for you.
Got it? Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
We'll figure it out.
You know the rapper The Baby's trying to get in some videography stuff too.
He doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doing.
He's trying to do what Jack be doing.
Man, yeah.
Jack,
Wait,
he got some skills.
The baby is trying to do like that part?
Yeah. Like producing music videos.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, Vince is probably gonna get the movies, but
Yeah. Now, obviously, being in acting and everything like that, and now you're really, would you say your sole focus is now making music, being an artist, or just kind of a little bit of both, whichever one?
I think it's both
They kinda go
acting
one
and
in.
music.
Yeah,
Acting
they
and
kind of go
music.
hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. So, man, after my ACL tear, it's just like, by the time I'm really, because I'm still in physical therapy right now, and on top of me being in physical therapy, I tore my pec while I was benching.
Oh man.
So I've been
Like two
rehabbing
major
my
injuries.
leg and my arm.
Which one hurt worse?
Definitely my knee.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Was it a full tear?
Yeah, full tear. I had tore my ACL, meniscus, LCL, all that other stuff. Like,
So
All
it was like-
PCO, everything?
Yeah.
Everything that ends with an L?
right.
And meniscus?
So they had to take my patellar tendon from it, and man, I know when I get up from right here, it's gonna ache me.
Jeez. So probably a bad time to ask if you want to play flag football, huh?
Definitely not. I ain't playing no football, man. I can't have that because people tear it twice, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't do that. I
Yeah.
can't go through this.
So, like
feeling
Thomas
again.
Davis tore what? He three. Now, obviously, I don't think they were all on one knee, or I could be wrong, but he tore something in his knee 3 different times in his
Really?
career. Yeah.
TD. I saw TD Sunday.
he be
Yeah.
driving that big boy Cullinan.
Yeah, crazy.
He be parking that thing like he don't care either.
He probably.
That's, you get to do that with the Cohen.
Yeah, shit. Get
So,
the money like
It was Superfly that
Superfly.
that Future.
Oh, that movie hard. That movie's hard.
I haven't seen it. No, he's a producer on it.
Yeah,
Producer,
producer.
That movie is
Oh, it's
hard.
either way, it's a producer, yeah.
I didn't know you produced that movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They were doing the shoot at the end with the cops. That was a good ass movie.
I haven't seen it. Sounds like I gotta watch it though.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I just because it's about like drugs, money,
Yeah, Drugs, Money,
And women.
That's my type of movie
that,
show.
Yeah, that joint fly.
Then you gotta watch Entourage then.
I'm gonna watch Entourage. I'm gonna watch it.
Cartel. Oh yeah, that's my shit.
Narcos.
Anything that got to do with cartel, drugs, money, bank robbery. That's my movie or show.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's rob a bank.
Y'all
We'll
crazy.
pin that.
Yeah. So what's coming up for you? Like any big projects coming up?
Any big projects? Well, I almost shoot. I audition almost every other week.
Do you fly out to LA or do you do that here? What's that process
Depending
like?
on where the project is.
Okay.
If it's in Atlanta, I go to Atlanta. If it's in LA, I go to LA, North Carolina. I mean, wherever they need me at, I just go to it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes sometimes they'll pay for the flight. Sometimes you come out of pocket, but the return to pay for itself. So.
Right.
Every time I talk to you, you're in a different place.
And I really
Every
am.
time. I don't know if I just get you randomly on
Right.
those times.
I'm like, yo,
but
I'm out of town right
yeah,
now. So.
out of town. Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. You're like, Josh, look, come to the office. Look, I'm in DR right now.
That was one time.
You crazy. But yeah, so I audition, shoot, like I said, all the time. I just recently did a Peloton audition. We heard back. Well, I didn't get it, but they had emailed us back like, oh, is he available, such and such, and they ended up, I guess, picking somebody else. It's kind of tough, like, to win one of those auditions because you got 3,000 other people auditioning for the same role. So
Right.
it's tough. Music wise, man, I'm trying to drop as much music because I'm gonna be coming in the game as a new artist, of course, and I just really don't even want nobody to know, not even like to know, but just consider me, oh, he a football player that's just doing music. You know how
Like
athletes,
Damian Lillard is.
you know what I'm saying? Damian Lillard's fire though.
He
got
is.
bars.
He is.
And then he be having some fire features. Like fire features.
You got like Lil Wayne on his album.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got bars though.
Yeah.
I mean, so do you too. I mean,
Man, I
it's
appreciate
and I thought I saw something. It was recently here. It's some sort of label, or do you own a label or something, or are you on a record label?
No, I'm not on a record label.
Okay, maybe I just saw it attached here. I don't know what I was looking at, but
It's just my crew, Priceless Lifestyle.
yep. Okay, that's what it
Priceless
was.
Lifestyle, yeah.
Okay,
You got to sign with quality control.
Right.
What's Priceless Lifestyle?
Priceless Lifestyle is it's just a group of brothers that's just living the lavish lifestyle. Well, basically, Priceless Lifestyle. What we got is priceless. You know what I'm saying? The
yeah.
brotherhood is what we got, and then we added the lifestyle on it because you live a lavish lifestyle. So
I like it.
Priceless Lifestyle.
that's cool. Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, shout out to my boy TC. He came over with it. So.
That's what's up. But I gotta ask, when that acting, how's the money situation in like, you get more money doing a movie or like a big time like a Peloton like thing?
It depends. It depends on like what's your role in the movie or what's your role in the show. When it comes to like commercials, they might pay you for every time it airs. Then they'll also pay you for when you come out there and shoot it too. So
it's not only just like a one-time thing to where, hey, we want you to come out and do this. We'll give you X amount, but it could be how many times it airs, things like that.
Right.
Okay. Almost like dividends or something like that.
Right.
Okay. Now you said that earlier too. We kind of touched on, you want to go more towards I just want to go play roles that, I feel comfortable in. Like that's my personality. What kind of roles is that?
I actually just want to play. I actually want to play roles like I want to do like soldier roles, like military stuff. Of course, like the lover boy. I would do like boxing roles.
Like some love and basketball.
Not just the street gangster, because I've done those roles before. But I do all types of roles, and I try to adapt to anything as much as possible.
Those would be your preferred roles, though. I guess what makes you say you'd want to be like a soldier role or do like a soldier role or something like that?
Just because I feel like I could do it. Honestly, I could do it. Shoot, I can play a policeman. I can play a detective. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I can play anything as long as I just study it, practice it.
As long as they give you a script, you're good to go.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, and I just I do coaching with my with my training, and I just just tap into that level.
Okay.
The only thing I'm working on right now is just probably just crying on cue. That's about it. So.
That's gonna be tough.
How far along are you on crying? I'm not gonna ask you to do it here, but
I think
crying
Landon
on
should
cue.
try.
Me?
Nah, I definitely can't cry on cue right now. I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acting.
You're probably gonna think about some deep shit.
Y'all crazy. Hey, this is off topic, but I totally forgot to do the parking thing. Are they gonna tow me?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we can edit this out though.
Yeah. We edit it out.
Yeah, pause it real quick. Let's
Yeah,
do
let's
this real-
pause.
Yeah,
let's
yeah, we'll
pause.
pause it.
I just thought about that.
All right, we back. We figured it out.
We back.
We good. We chilling. So let's jump into your music a little bit here. You're telling us before we popped on air, but where are you getting a lot of your beats at?
Sometimes I message some guys like on YouTube. Some guys message me, email me, and they send the beats that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, majority of the time, I just try to pick different type of beats just to mix up the the catalog. So
Yeah.
I got some dope stuff that's in the vault that's gonna be crazy.
When are we gonna be able to hear it?
It just depends. I'm just trying to build up as much content so everybody know like, oh, he ain't. I really had to like rearrange my whole Instagram page because it was all my followers came from football, so I've been trying to like push all the football stuff downward so I can have all the music stuff at the top.
Essentially, try to like rebrand. Almost.
Rebrand, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Definitely rebranding.
Yeah, 'cause you have a pretty good following. You get some pretty good traction on your post.
Hey, I be trying to. I'm gonna try
I'll
to get
follow
y'all
you
some.
right now.
Go ahead for sure.
The
Yeah,
8 a.m.
also
in Charlotte, that was like,
Crazy.
yeah, dude, that was a sick freestyle. 2, like that was very quickly after Drake dropped that song. So
Yeah.
like you put out music pretty fast then.
I be trying to, man. Especially right now. I try to put it out as quick as possible, and right now I'm just working on singles after single after single because I just feel like I'm a new artist coming in the game, so ain't nobody really gonna listen to a whole EP or album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I actually dropped a EP, and it's called Mixed Emotions. And when I had last seen it, it had about like 5 stars under some songs, and I was like, man, it is getting some pretty good traction. But I got to get like the monthly listeners up. It's still a bunch of stuff I'm still learning in the game.
Yeah. So is that the strategy? Kind of like just put out like a bunch of songs consistently, build up a following, and then drop an album?
I don't think like that's the formula, but I'm trying to see what works for me, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, so-
Right. You got to figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
Where do you drop everything?
I usually drop everything like definitely on Instagram, YouTube. When I do like put out like a single, I put it on all platforms: Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. All platforms. SoundCloud. I'm definitely putting much more on SoundCloud right now. So everybody know like, yo, who this kid J-Hawk is. Like, boy
So
got a dope
J-Hawk,
voice.
that's where everyone can find you?
Yeah. So,
J-Hawk.
yep.
Okay.
Where can everybody find you at? Like Instagram, music?
The Instagram 28 Degrees, Twitter 28 Degrees.
Where does 28
TikTok?
Where does 28 degrees
Uh,
derive
20,
from?
28 Degrees actually came from. When I was playing at East Carolina. I had my first number when I had walked on. It was 37. Then I had switched my number to 28. And all the boys was like, man, Hawk, you cold. And I rebranded my name to 28 Degrees.
I like that.
So, and when I had changed the name, everybody was like, yo, that's Fire Hawk. So that's the alias.
That's tough.
That is tough.
I'm surprised you ain't get a pendant 28.
28. Man, I did have one, but
I like that H.
Yeah.
I might gotta steal it. My last name Haddon. We gotta steal that.
I had upgraded, so
Yeah, I might
Yeah,
gotta
sure.
steal that. Steal that logo.
yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
You should call your first album 28 Degrees.
That might be crazy.
Yeah.
That might be super crazy. 28 Degrees.
Yeah. Let's get some
You
good
already
meaning.
know
It sounds hard.
You already know I don't have it in my head. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a website or anything like that?
Yeah, my website where everything's on about my football, my acting, my music, joshhawkins.org.
JoshHawkins.org.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 28 Degrees on
Yeah.
everything, then
28 degrees.
joshhawkins.org.
Yeah, 28 Degrees on everything. That's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And joshhawkins.org is in the bio.
Nice. One last question for you.
Yes, sir, brother.
What is next for Josh Hawkins?
What is next for me, man? You know, I be trying to plan everything, and sometimes, you know, everything don't go according to plan. So we're gonna see what God got in store for me. I just pray and I just ask Him to let me walk in His footsteps. You lead the way, and you know I'll follow.
His will is the way, man.
So
That's for sure.
but I know it's something big. My goals, my ambition. My expectations always been mountaintop. And at first I was kind of questioning. You know, I was actually questioning God, like, you know, I was balling in the XFL. Like I thought, you know, this what you wanted me to do. I was, you know, meeting Danny Garcia. You know, I was potentially talking to her, like trying to make her like my manager, like when it comes to acting. And she was saying like, yo, get my information and stuff like that. And then boom, this happened, and it kind of like shifted some things. And then boom, I started doing music again, and everybody like, yo, your music fire. And I'm like, yeah. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
It sounds like you were in a tough spot and you came back out of it.
Right. I was in a tough spot, but you know, the kid prevailing. So we're gonna see what the universe got for me.
Love that. Well, we're excited for this music video, and we're excited for everything else that you got coming out, because you definitely got some bars, you got some good music.
Man, I appreciate it.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, you guys got anything else?
Nah.
Man, I appreciate y'all boys having me on your podcast, man. I think y'all gonna be very successful.
Appreciate
We'll
that.
have to do this again, man. We'll definitely have to do it again for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So
You
we
be going
appreciate
out?
you coming on.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a school night, man. We got work
He
tomorrow.
said school night.
Shit.
Nah, I say dumb
Where
stuff.
you going?
What's up?
Y'all going out?
No, I'm going home.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'll be out and about. We'll see.
All right. But Josh Hawkins, everyone, thanks for coming on, man.
Yes, sir. Josh Hawkins, aka J Hawk, man. Thank y'all for having me. We out.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, big dog.